Morning everyone, I'm at Hammersmith station again. I've just missed this train, having a day out, headed into London. So by train, luckily nowadays you only have to wait 5 minutes for the next one, so I'm not that fussed about it. So yes, Hammersmith station, going up to Hammersmith guys. Then from Hammersmith we're going to go on a little walk. So I'll do a better introduction when I'm at Hammersmith. I just wanted to let you know what I'm up to. So see you in a little while. Ealing! This is what 100 miles an hour looks like on a train. Bye train. As that one goes flashing through, there's my train coming in 5 minutes later. So I'll see you at Hammersmith. District line next to Hammersmith. I better get a shift on because it's just about to pull away. And I've made it. Little central line there as well. Different road. I'm at Ealing Broadway. Ealing. I wanted to add this to the video. That was my local park growing up in Chiswick. As a young boy, oh look, this is where the district line meets the Richmond part of it, where the two lines converge. It's the Richmond line down there, coming in. That little park there is where I grew up, and that green roof in the distance, as a young boy I used to jump off it. It's about 10-foot drop. Wow. Seems like 5 minutes ago. Bloody 50 years ago. There you go guys, we've reached our destination, Hammersmith station. I'll go outside and let's have a full and proper introduction. Right guys, I've come outside at Hammersmith station. Let's get to work. I know the last time I posted a train video, people really like the intro, so a couple of minutes isn't going to change your life, let's put it that way. So there's a couple of things I'm going to do today. So the plan is I'm at Hammersmith station. There's the church over the road there. They've really cleaned it up over the last few years, got all the dirt and everything off it. It looks really nice. So just while I'm here, look, I've got someone from Hillingdon Litter Pickers has given me a new litter picking stick. I won't mention any names, but she knows who she is. So it's going to get its debut today. Going to open it up on camera, and it's going to get its debut. So the plan is today guys, I'm going to walk along the main road until I get to the river, and then I'm going to head down the river, and I'm going all the way to Fulham Football Club. So it's probably about a mile and from here, a mile and 3/4 walk. But when I came and parked here a few months ago, I noticed there was a lot of litter on the main road, sort of just heading up. So I was really surprised. So anyway, that's the plan today guys. So welcome along. Thank you for joining me. And just before we start properly, I'll just wait for these lights to change. I want to show you something as well. I'll meet you on the other side of the road guys. Right guys, those familiar with the TV programme Bottom, which starred Rick Mail and Adi Edmondson in the sort of, I don't know, late 90s, early 2000s, I don't know, lost track of time. That's the bench they sit on at the front of it. Now, Rick Mail unfortunately died in 2016. But there's a little plaque there for him. I have a picture of it from last time, so I'll also add it to the video in case the recording hasn't come out perfectly. So at the start of that TV programme, beep, this is where they sit on the start of it and watch the world go by. And just over there is the old Hammersmith Apollo, which is now called the Eventum Apollo. So yeah, we're sort of 4 miles from central London, but we are heading into London. So all right guys, let's crack on with it. We've got a lot to do and a lot to cover. The bane of, even worse than plastic, this stuff is. Even worse than plastic. That takes subduing. So right guys, so welcome along. For those who like the train intros, just in the description bar underneath the title of this video I shall put in a little link for those who haven't seen them before. They're cab rides. So basically the drivers have filmed themselves whilst they've sort of out on the underground, and if you click on the link, you can basically watch their journeys. There's various ones, there's District Line ones, and there's Piccadilly ones, there's all sorts of ones on the underground. There's also ones that go up the country, like I watched one recently, Waterloo to Southampton, when I was bored. But they are quite interesting if you like that sort of thing. So I'm gonna just put a little link to it guys in the description bar underneath. It'll be under the buy me a coffee and all that sort of stuff. So if you are interested in that sort of thing, click on it. And oh, got scratched me nose. And yeah, enjoy those videos. So as I was saying guys, I went on an abandoned underground station tour, and I parked up the road there where I park when I drive to Fulham, which is very rare nowadays. I usually take the train because the service has been excellent with the opening of the Lizzie line a couple of years ago. But anyway, this day I did drive, and I walked along this road in the other direction to which I'm going today. I just noticed it and I thought, wow, that's really surprised me. That was really, like, not filthy, filthy is the wrong word, but let's just say it was in need of some attention, would be the best way to put it. And that gave me the idea to sort of go and do this video. So here I am guys, and the plan is I'm gonna then walk to the river, and then from the river, which I don't expect to be too bad, I'm gonna make my way down to Fulham Football Club. Who's that team they call the Fulham? Who's that team we all adore? We're the boys in black and white, and we're dynamite. Right guys, let's clean up this little green en route. This bag's getting heavy actually, but I think there's a bin further up the road. Memory serves me, there's a bin further up the road. So I'm not expecting a deluge of bags, but I'm expecting just a nice tidy pile. As I said, some of my videos that I've made before, you can't always have videos where you're going to get this spectacular amount of rubbish. Sometimes it's just good to just have a nice easy walk. I done that long walk home video along the canal, and I was expecting just, I think I had to do it in 2 parts in the end, because I was out hours. I know I cut them down to about half an hour each, but well, Lauren cut them down to half an hour each. I was out absolutely hours. So missed a bit. Yeah, so I got more than I was bargaining for that day, let's put it that way. Right, this bag's got quite heavy. I haven't got the luxury of dumping it yet until I can sort of see a bin. But I'll keep persevering and plugging away. I'll give this green area a tidy with my new tongs, fresh out the box. So I was given these tongs, as I said, by one of the Hillingdon litter pickers recently. That was nice. Nice to get a treat once in a while, isn't it? It puts a spring in your step when you get a treat from time to time. I think, that's nice. So, right guys, let's get that. Let's keep going. I probably do need to dump this bag, but let's keep going and see what we get. If you look up, guys, you can see the planes going into Heathrow. They're sort of right on the flight path here when they come in from over London. Little 320 Neo going in there, wherever it's come from. Right guys, even with Hammersmith and Fulham, you're getting idiots dumping huge mattresses. So I've taken a picture of it. I will report that to Hammersmith and Fulham Council, tell them the location. There's my bag as well. I just want to walk up here, guys. This is basically as far as I'm going on this. This is the A4, guys, if you're wondering, going into London. It's a busy road. It's basically further up. The A4 and the M4 meet, they converge. Now this always used to be a little bit of a mission. Here, it looks a bit better. Just give it a little tidy. So basically, those roads converge a few miles back. That's sort of Chiswick and that's now one of the main roads into London, into central London. Well, these new tongs have got a lot more grip. I think what I need to do with my own yellow ones is basically put new feet on them, as they're called, or knobs. I don't know, I call them little knobs. Who doesn't like a little knob? Right, that'll do. The rest of that's buried into the ground and it's just not worth my aggro of standing there for 10 minutes. So yeah, it's nice because they got a bit of grip on them. So, but yeah, I think I'll change the feet on my other yellow pair, which, as I've said, are slightly bent because I trod on them. Then obviously I've got the red pair, but they're for litter. Oh shit! They're for litter picks where I'm probably not going to be as busy. Oh dear. See if I can get some more of that. There's more in there, but it's getting to it. Oh. So I'm not going to be as busy because, as I said, the pressure, I might be able to get that from there. The pressure I have to use on the other red sticks are really hard. Just wears your hand out, even for someone like me who's as hard as nails. I tell you what, I just realised I can get in here a bit better. Let's just get these little bits as well. Give the road a clean. It seems strange litter picking here. I've parked in this road hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times over the years to go to Fulham, and yet here I am today not going to a match. I'm going to go down to the ground, but I'm not going to a match. It seems really strange. Let's have a little dig in here. I'll get what I can get in here, guys. I'll tell you what I do whilst I'm digging in here. I'll talk about the litter pick I done yesterday on Dorley Road. So I've not done Dorley Road, which you've seen in a few of my videos, for quite a while, about 5 weeks. And I thought, right, I'm going to go and do it. But it rained really hard on Sunday night. Today is a Tuesday, so the roads were really wet. But when I got there, the top half of Dorley Road was so bad, it ended up taking me 2.5 hours, guys, to I'm just going to lean in a sec, guys, and get that can. It's bugging me. Oh, yeah, come on, Jack, come on. I got it. A couple more in here. Right, let's just see what I can do here, guys. I've got under the... I'm in the bush. Oh, I love being in the bush. Who doesn't like being in the bush? Oh, you are awful, but I like you. Who was that? Oh, you are awful. I'll have to look it up, guys. He was a little comedian guy, wasn't he? Forget his name. He used to do all the characters. He was well before Harry Enfield. Well, oh, Dick Emery. Dick Emery. The Dick Emery Show. I'm giving my age away now, guys. The Dick Emery Show. Wow. Right. I'm not going to stay too long in here, guys. Just get some of it. I've definitely made a big dent in it. Oh, dear. Right, that's better. Come on, get out, get out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. There's a Humphrey about. Bloody hell, I'm really going into nostalgia now. A Humphrey. That was a television advert in the 70s about milk. The Humphreys. They used to steal your milk. So there was this... It went on for years. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. There's a Humphrey about. Right, guys, I'm just going to fill a bag here. So, yeah, I put some pictures up from Dorley Road yesterday. I ended up getting 15 bags, 44 gas canisters, and about 3 bags worth of unbaggables. There was like a car seat and bits of wood and whatnot. So I'll put those pictures up from yesterday. So there was so much of it, I was unable to do the whole of Dorley Road. So I'm going to have to get back to the grass area of it at some point soon. Otherwise that's going to look like a flipping atom bomb's hit it as well. Problem is, I'm trying to cover so many areas litter picking. Obviously I'm not a full-time litter, well I am in a way. I go out virtually every day, but what I mean is it's not my 9 to 5. I know if it was, my area would look like flipping Kensington. It'd be sparkling. But that's just wishful thinking, that is, guys. That's wishful thinking. So, but that's what my area needs. There's a full-time litter picker just in my area. Permanent. Right, guys. That'll do so far. And I'll put this bag with the other bag. And then what I'm going to do is go under the subway there and start heading down to Fulham. Hammersmith Bridges first. Because there's something there I want to tell you about. That'll do, lovely. Pleased with that. And then we'll go down to Fulham. Right, guys, I've crossed the main road. It should become a lot quieter now. A little park here, and then you can just see the river. I'll give you a better shot of it in a minute. You can see Hammersmith Bridge behind that tree there. So I saw something from the main road on the other side. It's like a bit of plastic in here. I just want to go and get it. Oh, there's lots of bits of plastic in here that I didn't see. Just pick them up while I'm here. Got to be careful because this branch isn't very safe to tread on. Right, there's a little bit of litter in here. Not a lot, but if it was where I live, it'd be infested in litter from here. A couple of little bits, but that wasn't what I was after. Let's go this way round. Oh, let's get that as well while I'm at it. There's a piece of white It's either paper or plastic. I can't see it at the moment, but I could see it from the other side of the road. I'm in the right direction. Oh, what's that? Pair of pants now. The top. Right, let's punch my way out of here a sec. It might be further along. I know it's a big old bit of rubbish. Ah, I can see it. God, it is a big bit of rubbish as well. Crikey. Crikey! Right, how am I going to get in here? Oh, right, it's a camp. All right, I'm going to leave it, guys. It's a camp. I knew I could see it from the other side. I'm not going to do a camp. If someone's living there, they're sort of living there. So I'm not going to get involved in camps. There's a little bit of peripherals. I might as well just fill this third bag up and get it done. So guys, yeah, this is Hammersmith and Fulham. So as I said on my intro, we're about 4 miles from sort of Marble Arch and real central London. Ah, maybe that's the thing I saw actually. I think this is what I saw. That. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Go on, get in there, you bugger. There's a few other little bits and I can get out of here. I'm not happy in here, I've got to be honest. I'm not up for a hard litter pick today. I'm just out for a stroll and to see what I can get. A little bit of a eye-opener for you guys. Right, let's get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. But it is nice to get to different places. I've got to be honest, I've been looking forward to this video. This is one of the few I've really been looking forward to. Oh, there's a few more bits. Let me just dig them out, guys, and I'll put them here and we'll carry on. There, guys, I just had a little dig in there. A little bit of historical rubbish to just bag up. There's a bin just 20 yards away from me. So, oh, someone's been on the old champagne. I get no kicks from champagne. Mere alcohol is a pain. So, oh bugger, the bag split. It's all right, I've got some spares. Let me change it, pick this up. That blanket's from someone, a picnicker, who's just decided that they won't take their blanket home, they'll just throw it in the bushes. Absolute morons. Anyway, I'll clean it up, leave it over by the bin down there, and then we'll keep going down towards Fulham. Right guys, that's bag 3. I picked up that stuff and that blanket, changed the bag because I split the bag like a wally. What a plonker. What an absolute plonker. Anyway, never mind. Worse things have happened. So, but that blanket, yeah, absolutely stunk. And I mean stunk. So, I'm pleased I retrieved it, to be honest. Right, sorry guys, crap view for you. A little bit of rubbish from me though. I wanted to get over the wall. Let's just get that little bit, that bottle top, because it's plastic and it'll take forever to rot. Jump up on the wall, see if we can see anything this side. Yep, we can. Not bad, am I, for 58, the way I jumped up on that wall. I was like a sprightly 28-year-old. I don't feel 58, to be honest. Not by a long way. I feel about... I don't feel 28 anymore though. I'm somewhere in between. I'd say mid-30s. I feel about mid-30s. I'm fitter than a butcher's dog, as my mate says. Gerard, you're fitter than a butcher's dog. Let's just get these little bits of plastic out here. That's better. Bit of tin foil. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and all that sort of thing. Yeah, right, let's keep going, guys. So, guys, yeah, this walk, as I said, down to Fulham, I've done on just hundreds of occasions. I do tend to take the train more now, though, as I said, because the Lizzie line just has a train every 5 minutes. Like in my introduction, I said, oh, I've missed the train, but there'll be another one along in 5 minutes. So that you just cannot grumble about. So these boats here, guys, have been moored just indefinitely. They've been there since I was knee-high to grasshopper. Oh, the Virgin 330, probably coming back from New York, that one. They fly the 330 to New York. So guys, the reason I wanted to just keep filming along here, although I know it's not going to be too bad, is there's a few pubs down there. I think it's called the Blue Anchor. I did go in it once, but it took an hour and 20 minutes on a match day to get some food, so I vowed never to go in again. It's just too long. But if you're familiar with a few Dennis Waterman programs like Minder, I think in Minder, if you're older, if you're an old fart like me, you'll see this pub in the introduction or the ending. I think it's the ending actually, when they're singing their song at the end of the program. And also there's a program that came out years later called New Tricks, where they solve cases that were closed, basically cold cases. And they also used to come here a lot and do some filming for it. It's an idyllic spot. There's Hammersmith Bridge over there. It's closed to traffic nowadays because I'm not sure when it was built. I'll try and find out, but it's just closed to traffic. Just can't cope with the heavy traffic that crosses it anymore, so it's completely closed to traffic. And then this is where they come in the boat race as well. They start down at Putney Bridge and then they come down, so I'll be distracted by that 777. They come down to Hammersmith Bridge and then make their way round the bend there to Chiswick. I think the boat race is 4¼ miles. So, but it is a lovely area, but it's so strange to see it like this, because obviously normally I'd just come for a football match. I've got no real reason otherwise to be down here. And as I said, whenever I've come here, there's just hundreds of people having a drink and a lunch and everything. I mean, the atmosphere is just tremendous, you know. The atmosphere is just absolutely tremendous. So if you are ever in London, whether you're from overseas, I won't mention countries because there's too many of them to mention that follow me. I'll just say from overseas, and you want to have a lunch, come to one of these pubs. They are absolutely fantastic. I'd suggest you don't come on a match day though, because you never get served. But it's a lovely spot just to be. And yeah, if you are in London, if you ever do come to London, come here by Hammersmith Bridge. Wonderful. Even those who live away from London, if you come to London for the day, this is the place to be. This is my ideal house, by the way, guys. Look at the size of it. It's about 10,000 square feet. It's about 9-10 bedrooms, right on the river. You ain't getting any change out of 45 million for that though. 45 million quid, that house, give or take. But worth every penny. What do you reckon? Look at that, absolutely magnificent. I'm digressing, guys, I'm digressing. So one last look at Hammersmith Bridge, guys. Yeah, and let's get back to litter picking. There, guys, there's the bridge from the other side. But more importantly, looking in the distance, you can see the floodlights of the mighty Fulham. Who's that team they call the Fulham? There's only one other team that's on the river, and that's Nottingham Forest. They're also up on the River Trent up in Nottingham. What an idyllic location for a football ground, eh? That's probably the most expensive piece of football real estate in this country. Maybe Chelsea, but I think if you was to sell that land by the river in Fulham, so close to central London, that's going to cost you more than a fiver, let's put it that way. Just walking along now, probably only got just over ½ mile to go. There's very little litter around here. This is just idyllic. This is idyllic. Although I've gradually picked up half a bag since I left the pubs down there. Just the odd can here, the odd can there. If you look at the moment as well, you can see the tide is fully in. When the tide's fully out, there's only, I'd say it's probably 250 yards across. I'd say it's only the middle 80 yards that has water in it. The sides are just completely clear. It's so different to see when the tide's out. Maybe if I go to Fulham one day and I'll come this way, let's just get that. There's so little rubbish to pick up that I'm having to fill the video with my nonsense rather than rubbish. But anyway, whatever happens, guys, on this video, however many we get is a bonus, and then what we're having is just something different. I need something different. I'll just show you this as well, guys. This investment here over the last sort of 10 years, they've been building flats. It's obviously busy for runners and whatnot along here, even on a Tuesday morning. Oh, it's a bit of rubbish, let's get it. So yeah, guys, the investment along here for the flats is, there's hundreds of these apartments that have gone up over the last 10 years. There must be, I don't know, these blocks go back a bit now. They've just been adding and adding and adding to them. I'll just quickly pause when I'm here. I mean, it is a lovely area. I think some of these apartments are going for like 3-odd million, 4-odd million pounds. They're beyond my price range. But yeah, what a lovely place. Idyllic. Morning. Hello, mate. Hello. Probably smell my dog on me.
Probably does.
Hello. Oh, how old is?
None of us can talk
No.
about houses these days.
No. How old's this one?
She's 5.5.
Oh right, okay, similar age to my one.
Yeah.
My one's about 6, so.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, what a good girl, ain't ya? You having a nice walk? I love your bow.
Tell you what she's looking forward to. Tesco's little cocktail sausage roll.
I was going to say my one loves sausages.
Yeah, that's what they're going to.
Oh yeah, okay. Have a good one, mate. Sorry guys, I'm filling the video with nonsense. Well, I wouldn't call that nonsense actually. That's nice. So there's so little rubbish along here, guys. I think what I'm going to do in a minute is just make my way back to the street. There's a guy running behind me, so I'll give him room. I'm going to make my way back to the street and keep making my way down to Fulham, and we'll just come off here now, up here, and I'll catch you in a minute. Right guys, I've come off the river. Thought I'd make my way down some of the road. I'm expecting a little bit of rubbish here because Fulham played at home 4 days ago, so there might be a bit of residual. I don't know how long it takes for the council to clean up after a game. When we get closer to the ground, I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you the bins that are normally absolutely overflowing from whatnot. In the meantime, let's just keep walking along. So I'm just running parallel to the river at the moment. The river's probably only 40 yards or so away. That's the river just down there. So I've not come far, but obviously the streets are just a bit grubbier. And as I said, there was a match the other day, so there might be a bit of residual. I just don't know how quick, as I said, the council clean up afterwards. So guys, what I was going to say to you, I've made it a bit of my mission this year to clean the Hayes bypass. So I don't know when. It's a dangerous spot. Those lay-bys that I've done several times have all grubbed up again, but I've vowed to do them at least one more time. I mean, in the northbound one there's a load of rubbish and a chair. In the southbound one opposite, it's just a load of fly tipping again, and then the two further up are just horrific, even worse. So what I'm going to do soon, as the nights are getting lighter and lighter and lighter, is just do the, I'm going to do the southbound lay-bys, which are incidentally my very first GoPro video. my fourth video I made was on those two laybys. But I'm just getting to the stage with the Hayes bypass. It's just a battle I can't fight. It's a main road, it's dangerous. I can only do bits and bobs. You've got just dickheads throwing their stuff out the window all day, every day. Really, what the road needs cleaning thoroughly by the council, closing, but they need to get permission from Transport for London to close it. One of the litter pickers recently said to me, how do we get permission? And I said, oh, don't even go there. I said, it took them ages ago last time to get the A40, just one lane closed by Transport for London. Just quickly guys, this pub behind me is called the Crabtree. I'll move out the way. Don't want to be in the way. It's called the Crabtree, so on a match day this is absolutely chock-a-block, this pub. By chock-a-block I mean chock-a-block. There must be 1,500, 2,000 people in there having a drink before the game. So it's absolutely chock-a-block. I went in there once. I'm not really a drinker, so it doesn't bother me. But I went in there once before a match, and I was like, that's just not for me. That's just not for me. That's just too busy. Ooh. So yes guys, the Hayes bypass, I'm going to have a final mission on it. It's probably pointless, but you know what? If I just do it one more time, various spots. Oh, you bloody thing. A mayonnaise bottle covered in mayonnaise. I'm having trouble picking it up. I'm going to do various spots of it. I'm going to do the pump lane bit again, which I've already done on a video. This time I'm going to do it much further along. Last time I'd done it, I was meeting Chile, and I'd killed a lot of my time beforehand walking down and doing like big Tesco's en route. So what I'm going to do this time is just drive there on a Sunday when it's quiet, early, park up and just concentrate my firepower entirely on that area. And then I'm going to do like a few other spots along it over the course of the summer. Well, the summer for me, by the time the videos come out, it might be the winter again for you guys. And now I'm absolutely months in front of myself. Some of these videos you're watching, guys, have been filmed 3.5 months early. So but that's my plan as well, guys, because obviously I said I'm moving, so my plan is to get a good 6 months ahead of myself. A good 6 months, maybe even more, so it gives me time to move. Morning, love. It'll give me time to move and get settled in, and then start making videos again. Even if it takes me 6 months, I'll still have videos in the bag, shall we say. So let's keep going, guys. We're going to turn here in a minute and we're going to make the final push down to Fulham. Try and get that bit. Right guys, that's bag 4 done then, and I'm sort of getting on for half filled a bag, just doing these little bits along here. So these are some other houses I really like. These are about £5 million each. These were built about 8 years ago. I'm going to show you really quick. They're about 5 stories, plus they've all got a basement. They're absolutely fantastic. Yeah, this is a lovely place. Absolutely beautiful. So let's get on to my film review, guys. I'm getting near the end and I ain't done the film review. So as I said, my New Year's resolution was start going to the cinema again, and I've started. And I went and saw Captain America, the new one, with all the family actually, apart from little baby George. Oh, take that away from Mr. Ferrari. So let's put the icon up with these houses as a backdrop. Icon laws, Captain America, A Brave New World. So what can I say about it? It's Marvel, guys. They spent a hell of a lot of money on it. That I do know. Hell of a lot of money on it. It's not terrible. It's better than what they've been dishing out over the last few years, but it's not brilliant still. It's a sort of bridging film. What I think they've done with this movie is they've made a film and they've dropped lots of ideas in it about what's going to happen in the Marvel universe. So it's more of a bridging film. So without giving too much away, Harrison Ford is in it now. He's playing the part of the president, and there's a big surprise near the end of it as well. So it's Marvel, guys. It's okay, but it's about 6.5 out of 10. Even for Marvel, it's only 6.5 out of 10. So it's just escapism for a couple of hours. There's lots of fight scenes in it. It's your usual thing, but as I said, in my opinion, they've used it as a bridging film. I'm standing here for a reason as well, guys. I want to just show you something really quickly as well, but I'll just keep going on. So yeah, so Captain America, A Brave New World, as I said, I was hoping it'd be a bit better. It's not terrible. I might watch it again at home when it comes out and get a better understanding of it, a few things I missed. But yeah, I just think they've pieced it in a movie that's, they're bringing other characters back into it, I think, and this is sort of a bridging film, as I'd like to call it. So I won't waffle on about it too much, guys. It's Marvel, it's escapism, it's action and adventure. If you watch it, enjoy it. As I said, if you don't, you're not missing the greatest film in the world. So I'll leave it to you guys. Now, just quickly, guys, the reason I've stood here is in 1986, there was a lady disappeared. Her name was Susie Lamplugh, and this is where her car was found. Now, if you're old enough and you've lived in the UK, you'll know about her. She's never been found, unfortunately. So what's that now? It's nearly 40 years ago. She was in her mid-20s, I believe, but this is where she was found, and they had a suspect for it. I better not say too much, but they had a suspect for it called John Cannan, and they reckon that he is, apparently she worked in an estate agent, and there was a guy called Mr. Kipper who she was meant to be meeting. Anyway, to cut a short story long, she disappeared. No one knew who this mysterious Mr. Kipper was. I really suggest, if that just intrigues you a little bit, just go and, there was a documentary on one of the documentary channels about it, but it is an intriguing case. The police reckon it's him. He even got arrested for something else, and his number plate had something written on it called SLP, Susie Lamplugh, 1986 or something similar to that. It's really an intriguing case. Oh, I missed a bit over the road. So I do suggest, if you do know much about it or want to learn about it, it is an intriguing read on probably Wikipedia or something like that. Oh, they're all looking up. What are we looking up at? Oh, we're looking up at an Emirates A380. That's the good thing about Fulham, it's right over the flight path. so you get to see the planes. Right guys, we're just 100 yards away from Fulham Football Club. On a match day, these bins, so you see the bus there, there's a bin, they're all overflowing. You can imagine it, 30,000 people. Most of them get themselves a burger and something to eat and a drink. So it's absolutely chock-a-block. But they've cleaned it all up. As I said, there was a match a few days ago and it's all been cleaned up. But I'll just walk from one end to the other and then that'll be the end of the video. I was going to say guys, just quickly, if I do get digressed by Fulham, come on Fulham. I went for my 3rd run the other day, so I done this 1.25 mile run. I ate for 5 days afterwards, but I done it the 2nd time and I only ate for 1 day afterwards, which is good. And now I've done it a 3rd time, which was yesterday, and I don't ache at all. So that's something. I mean, I was absolutely blowing. Let's just see if I can get that real quick. Oh, come on, Gerard. So I'm certainly taking steps in the right direction. I'm going to cross over the road, guys. A sec. So where we are, guys, at Fulham, this is the entrance. The thing about Fulham was, until recently, you only entered on one side, which was all on this side, even if you was on the far stand. But now, with the new stand being open, you can enter via the river. So this is the Hammersmith end, home supporters only, and this is, it used to be called the Stevenage Road stand, but there was a famous player for Fulham called Johnny Haynes, and it got changed to his name, the Johnny Haynes stand, and they tightened it all up. Let's move over here where we've got a better view. They tightened it all up, and this is my seat at Fulham usually. You see that top window up there, guys? My seat is directly behind it. I'm the very last seat at the back. What I need to do is get myself a little piece of cloth and whatnot, because I've got a little bit next to me. And this is the stadium store, which I'm going to go in later and have an indulgence. So let's keep walking along, guys. Well, I have to say, guys, I've really enjoyed this today. I've not been grabbing rubbish left, right and centre. I was looking forward to this, I've got to be honest. Just something different, something to enjoy, rather than slogging it out with hours and hours and hours of just continuous litter. This has just been a walk. As I said, I was looking forward to that long walk home along the canal, but that just became a slog, and I got, for want for a better phrase, I just got the arse ache with it. So this is going to be about it, guys. Let's just walk to the other side. This is the Putney end now, and the ticket office and all that. Who we got next? Tottenham at home next, Sunday the 16th of March. Oh, it's a 1:30 kickoff. Why did I think it was a 3:30 kickoff? Let's have a look. Tottenham at home. Come on, Fulham. And this is the famous Johnny Haynes statue. So as I said, this stand is now named after him. He was the first player, I believe, to earn £100 a week. That was outrageous at the time. Outrageous! £100 a week. Now look at it. They're earning, some of them are earning £500,000 a week. And even some bloody bog standard ones are earning 100 grand a week. And they're not even that good. Eye-watering amounts of money in football nowadays. So I'll just keep picking this little bit. So if you're not familiar with football, guys, Fulham play in the Premier League, which is the top league in English football, where all the money is. Just to give you an idea, I think the worst you get being in the Premier League as a team is something like £175 million. Or if you're in the division below, which is called the Championship, you get something like £6 million There's a massive discrepancy. Massive discrepancy. The Fulham Football Club. So that's Craven Cottage, guys. It was actually there before the ground was built. The ground was built around the cottage in about 1890s or something. So yeah, so different when there's not a match on. The atmosphere is just so quiet. So guys, that leads me to say that's 5 bags today. I'll just get this last bit of litter and I'll call it a day. So that's 5 bags today, guys. We've walked from Hammersmith along to the river and then followed the river down. Let this learner go past. Followed the river down to Fulham Football Club. And this is the end of the video, guys. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it a little bit interesting. It wasn't all just litter picking. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Let's just walk up, get out of the way of this lorry. It's definitely been an enjoyable one today. I've enjoyed this one today, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. 5 bags of rubbish cleared off the streets of Hammersmith and Fulham, and yeah, thank you for watching. So it just leaves me to say, without me having a bag in front of the bin, catch you on the next one. Oh, that's handy, guys, an Ealing Broadway. I'll take that. Just got back to Hammersmith. There's something I want to show you. I'll keep recording.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Hammersmith. This is a District Line train to Ealing Broadway. The next station is Ravenscourt Park.
I think I've earned that. I got one more bag coming home, which I'll add that picture now to the video. And I decided I would buy myself this strawberry tart, which I think I've earned today. So 6 bags in total, and all in all, an enjoyable, favourable litter pick. See you on the next one.